The latest injury updates on Orlando Brown Jr. and T. Higgins, plus the Bengals are doing something that they've never done ahead of Sunday night's game against the Chargers. We'll get to that and much, much more right now on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Hi again, everyone. Welcome into CBT. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com. That's a Sports Illustrated site. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and make sure that you join the 48,000 plus that have already subscribed to CBT. And also check out this week's episode of Enter the Jungle, which had a lot on Joe Burrow, a lot on Jamar Chase, a lot on Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Chargers. And that's where we'll start today's video because the Bengals are leaving early for Sunday's game. They will leave Cincinnati on Friday instead of Saturday. That will give the team extra time to bond, according to head coach Zac Taylor. I have some thoughts on this as well, but let's get to Zac's comments and thoughts and reasoning why the team is leaving early for this must-win game.
You know, this is one you'll be out there 2 days in advance, so we feel good about kind of the reasonings why that, and it'll be good team chemistry to get out there and spend some time together, and then play a 5:30 Sunday night kickoff. You know, which I don't think I've ever played a 5:30 game. I'm not sure if I have or haven't, but guys are excited for the trip. You know, we got to be locked in. This is a big one for us. You know, and so we've had success doing that. But again, this feels like just a different game entirely, and so we got to be locked in with this team traveling and make sure we put our best foot forward.
To me, it makes a lot of sense. And Zac Taylor said that they planned it far in advance. But just looking at the importance of this game, the difference between going 5-6 and beating a legitimate playoff contender in the AFC, someone that you're competing with for one of those wild card spots, and going to 4-7, it really is the perfect time because this team desperately, and I mean desperately, needs a win this week. It is a must-win. Don't let anyone tell you any different. If the Bengals are going to make a playoff run, it's going to be partially because they win on Sunday night against the Chargers. And so while Zac said it was pre-planned, I don't think it could have came at a better time, to be honest with you. You get out there Friday. You have time to get your body acclimated to things. You have all day Saturday to, one, work on some team bonding for sure, but understand what you have to do on Sunday against the Chargers, and you can be well rested, and you can get ready for a 5:20 kickoff, which is a weird time, and that's what it'll be on Sunday Night Football locally. So if you're the Bengals and you're traveling across country, giving that extra time for your body to adjust, I do think it matters. Must-win game, makes a ton of sense. Right time, something the Bengals have never done on all their previous road trips, whether it was San Francisco last year, Arizona last year. You think back to Zac Taylor's debut in Seattle. That was not something that they've done. So I like it. I think it makes sense. And guess what? You need your stars not well-rested, not just well-rested, but on the same page as all these role players that are such a huge factor in what the Bengals can or can't or will or won't do on Sunday night. Two of their stars have been out on offense, Orlando Brown Jr. and T. Higgins. We'll get to the latest on them, the latest injury news on both of those guys coming up next. Today's video is brought to you by Data Guru. You got to get to sportsdataguru.com because if you're watching this channel, you're probably wagering on the NFL, betting on the NFL, or playing fantasy football. Sportsdataguru.com is a free trial that you need to sign up for right now, because you can sign up for it, and what it's going to do is going to give you all of the information. So whether you're playing daily fantasy football, maybe you're doing some prop bets, maybe you're looking to see which matchups you should take advantage of from a gambling standpoint, they do it all with Data Guru. They have all of the information you need to make an educated opinion, whether it's learning about insert whatever player and how that player is going to do in a particular matchup, when you're weighing fantasy football trades or weighing wagering. It's awesome. It is a great tool to use, and you can sign up today at sportsdataguru.com. Use promo code BengalsTalk and get $3 off your first month. And again, you can try it for free, so why not check it out today? sportsdataguru.com. All right, let's get to T. Higgins. Let's get to Orlando Brown Jr. Let's start with the good news. The good news is both guys participated in today's walkthrough here at Paycor Stadium. The field is right behind me. And that is certainly a step in the right direction for both guys. And if you're painting a a must-win picture, which I certainly am, and you're going to hear me all week long talk about how it is a must-win on Sunday night. Having T. Higgins, having Orlando Brown Jr., going down swinging with your star left tackle, with clearly a star wide receiver in T. Higgins, what a difference he makes when he's out there versus the other receivers on this roster. Hopefully they can go. And they participated in the walkthrough. They did not participate in Wednesday's practice, and that's okay. T. Higgins was getting work in with trainers. He jogged up the hill on the way to practice. He was wearing his jersey. Orlando Brown Jr., we'll see if he can go. I know he's pushing to go. He does not like missing games. And so between both guys, if you can have both of them, would be huge. And so we'll see. We'll see. I don't have a great feeling as I record this video. Practice is going on. A great feeling on if both guys will be able to go or not. We will certainly know more later in the week. I do think they're going to try to go. And it's simple. This is the game. If you're going to give it a go, if you're going to try, well, guess what? You have a bye after that. And you have some time to. So if you're T or you're Orlando and you're not 100%, but you can go and realistically play and hopefully not re-aggravate anything, well, you'll have an extra week to get healthy before the stretch run here in December and January. So we'll see if the Bengals are able to get two of their guys back. I do think, and Zac Taylor said he was encouraged by it, by what they were able to do in the walkthrough today. Hopefully both guys can suit up on Sunday night. It would go a long way for this Bengals team in their quest to get the 5-6. I can't hammer it home enough how important this game is. You get the 5-6, the Chargers would drop to 6-4, and now suddenly that AFC wildcard picture gets that much more clogged and that much more jumbled up. And the Chargers have a tough stretch coming up, a lot of playoff teams on the docket for them. So if you can beat them Sunday night, you bring them closer to the pack, and you keep pace in your quest to beat out the Colts, beat out some of these other teams that are poised to make a playoff run or appear poised to push for one of those wild card spots. Please check out BengalsTalk.com. There's a ton there right now. Hit that subscribe button. Go to SportsDataGuru.com and please support our sponsors. And for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now at Paycor Stadium, where the Bengals continue to prepare for the Chargers. It is a must-win, folks. We'll have you covered all week long right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.